Oh, quit dabbing, come on!
Let's get it on! Move to the music, play like your music. Move it to the music, yeah.
Welcome to an all-new Raw Reactions with the Hammer Brothers. I am Brother Balls.
And I am the best asshole in the world at what I do.
We open up things with the Ambrose Asylum, which is the substitute for what is Chris Jericho's show. I can't remember, the highlight reel or something.
The shitty substitute.
It looks like we are set up for a couple of mediocre matches at the next pay-per-view. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Yeah, that should probably be a good match, but it's really for nothing at all.
Yeah, I don't understand the booking on this. They're not fighting for a title. How about give Kevin Owens his frickin' rematch clause back?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Why should he have to be fighting for his rematch clause? It's just like they've just completely written it out and they don't even care now. It's just done.
And what was the other match? It's going to be Jericho against
Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose. What for?
You would think, hey, there's an opportunity. Let's make it, winner gets his show back. But you know what? We've missed again on another opportunity. Great job, Shane O'Mac.
I'll tell you what, Shane. Just forget their shows. Let us have the show.
Speaking of shows, how about this crowd tonight? Not very much into it.
Let me give you my top 3 favorite crowds. Number 1 is Canada, number 2 is Chicago, and number 3 is England. If you can't keep this crowd involved, you have got a shitty match.
Yes, and this is a shitty match. I don't get this at all. We have Jericho versus Sami Zayn. For what?
I guess so Jericho can put him in the code breaker and win the match. What kind of sense does that make?
Yeah, we're really building Sami Zayn up for a lot of things here. He's supposed to have been in a possible world title match. He didn't make it, but he was supposed to be in that. Now he loses to Jericho like it's nothing.
And I thought Chris Jericho was leaving after WrestleMania.
Yeah, let's just keep helping old man Jericho.
All right, so speaking of old men, the Dudley boys got beat by Enzo and Big Cass.
How many opportunities does the Dudleys need, by the way?
It looks like they've had how many? 22?
Yeah, I think it's time to see them, sell off into the sunset, whatever. I'm glad to see some fresh blood in there, and I'm glad to see a new team at least try to compete for the world titles.
Well, it looks like the Vaudevillains have a chance to go up against Enzo and Big Cass to make it to the finals.
Yes, I honestly think, I'm going to call it now, whoever wins, makes it to wins the Bootios tournament here, will be the next champions.
I'm not going to go that far. I still think they've got a ways to go before they can compete with the New Day in terms of entertainment and just wrestling skill in general.
Well, you know what they have to do, don't you?
What?
Eat their Bootios.
If you haven't heard it before, I'll say it again. I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm just the guy.
And I'm going to beat AJ Styles at Payback.
Nuh-uh, I'm going to win.
No, I'm going to win.
No, I'm going to win.
No, I'm going to win.
I'm going to win.
I'm going to win.
I'm about tired of this back and forth bullshit, these promos they do. I'm going to beat you, you're going to beat me.
No, I respect you.
With all due respect, I respect you.
With all due respect, fuck you, Roman Reigns.
With all due respect, you're a piece of shit. You are the dangling piece of shit in someone's ass is trying to shake it off so they can finish their shit. That's what you are.
Thank God for the Bullet Club. Kick his ass.
I honestly see a heel turn for AJ. I think he's going to join them after the pay-per-view or at the pay-per-view, and then we're going to get more Roman Reigns force-fed.
I'm going to tell you right now, if they do that, I'm going to scream, ah!
You know what makes me scream? An 8-woman tag match. You got some pretty good matches going on here in the Divas division, and now we ruin it with a 8-woman tag match?
You know, I was thinking Summer Rae is exactly what the Divas division needs.
Yeah, you know who else they need? Tamina.
Oh, isn't she related to a famous wrestler?
Let's see, Superfly Snuka?
Maybe that's the only reason she's even on here.
Maybe so. Oh, quit dabbing, come on!
That was live reaction from Brother Balls. Yes, I had the microphone running. And what did you think about the match between the Vaudevillains and the Usos?
Probably the best thing I can say, at least it's not the Usos.
Yeah, I agree with that. The Vaudevillains, they need a little bit of work on their gimmick. I'm not really understanding the whole 1920s thing.
This is actually my first time ever seeing these guys. I've heard about them. It's different. I'll give them that. It needs some tweaking. I want to hear some mic skills, and let's work on that finisher.
Yeah, the finisher with a European uppercut to the neck followed by a neck breaker, not very impactful.
No, those are pretty basic moves, and just because you put them together doesn't make it a finisher. It makes it called chain wrestling.
So I think we're on the same page. We still think Big Cass and Enzo are going to be the challengers.
Yes, I think they're going to win it, and I'm still calling it. I think they're going to win it all.
Well, you know who doesn't win it all? The crowd does not win the award for the best crowd that we've seen this year.
They started out good, but it's like they got bored, they got distracted, and then they were back into the match. JBL chants, and then this is awesome. I don't get that.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense because they were making zero noise throughout the match. Then all of a sudden you hear, "This is awesome."
Yeah, and the match was good. There was nothing wrong with it. It wasn't boring. They were doing good moves. What's wrong with you people?
Well, I will say that it wasn't much of a main event. I mean, I could see that being somewhere in the mid part of the show. And, you know, it was pretty funny when Chris Jericho ran out and gave him the code breaker wearing that stupid scarf.
And vest.
And vest. But I'm not sure that that was the way to end the show.
No, it wasn't. I think we were touching on that earlier. That's the way you end a segment, not the show.
Well, we're going to end this show right now with our traditional exit. Ham,
my brothers rock. Ham, my brothers rock. Ham, my brothers rock. Ham, my brothers rock.
KO Mania.